Joke of the day.
Yeah.
What did the cake say when it saw itself in the mirror?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I look baked.
Wow. Ooh, nice.
Hey there.
Okay. Welcome back to On a Friday. Manze, Friday, we're nice, we're cool. I'm here, Pascal.
Oh, Ron.
Yes. And today we have a guest.
Yes.
Tomato will tell you more about her.
Special guest.
Special guest for On a Friday. The mood ilikuwa poa today. We got a lady on board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, unasikia?
Msikize a smooth voice for once.
It's good to ni story zetu hapa na
it's good
kucheka
to-
kitu pekee.
Froggy
Manze,
voices.
ni host voice hata kana juu yangu ni poa, si ndio?
Asikuchoche. She's a
Bana,
nice person,
hey.
generally.
Ni poa, unaweza kama msena.
But gender balance muhimu.
Si ndio?
Yes.
Next time, Ron, unaweza take a break kiasi.
Nishadhadwiliwa na
Hivyo tu, na hata hatujui ni nani bado. But karibu tuambie ni nani.
My name is Cynthia Kitolo. I'm an advocate of the High Court.
Hey.
Lazima.
one thing about advocates
They never. Lazima.
watu wa alliance.
Hata kwa studio waoni lakini bado ujue hiyo sauti ni advocate.
nika watu wa
lazima.
alliance.
Hawa wili wanakuanga tu wameshikana hivyo.
Yes. And
Manze,
I'm really excited and happy to be part of this.
Welcome.
Asante sana.
karibu.
Asante.
The head bop in podcast.
Yes.
Si tuko hapo. Nice, karibu. It's so nice to have you, manze. I hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm
With all that's
well,
going on.
kabisa.
Ron, wewe, you good?
Mi kwanza jana nitoka
Mko-
maandamano mbaya sana.
Bado unapiga maandamano.
I'm fit.
Azimio.
But Cynthia, manze, we are so happy you're here, manze. You look amazing on that note, by the way.
Asante.
Like really good. No, advocates kitu ingine nyo anajuanga kuvaa vipoa.
Yes.
Like, you really look good. No, not just because of the degree na the bar yenye muli-join. You look good, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well dressed for a conversation we want to talk about today, which is image.
Yes.
On that note, like just what image is all about and the
Personal
image.
image.
Personal image.
Yes,
See just looks.
Image and the likeness of God.
Unaona, Cynthia, kwa hii podcast mi naona kwa nika different opinion. Unaona yako show image yana wana ni gani? Zetu zuwa different kiasi. Do you see
Personal
different
image.
image Ron?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're glad uko hapo said yesa kusettle hii. Ron ati personal image. So what's image to you?
So what's personal image? How I view it, I'd like to think of it in terms of how I perceive as other people, as well as how I've had people perceive other people as well.
Convenience alliance pia.
Lazima. Rusungu ni important. So, when you say appearance or image, first thing that comes to mind, one of the first things, you're dressing,
Yeah.
which is ironic because
Look muhimu.
I don't have a history of paying attention to how I dress. Like, I've been that person who, like, there's a time we were staying close to town.
Yeah.
So I wanted to buy bread and sausages for breakfast. So nikashuka chini nikaenda kutafuta mkate, nikapata mkate. But kutafuta the sausages nikakosa. Then hapo tu chini kulikuwa na stage za mat za kwenda tao. And I'm in my pajamas na Crocs. Si nikaingia tu mat. Si tao ni pale. Taski ziko pale. Nikaingia mat, nikaenda tao, nikaenda kubai, nikarudi. It didn't cross my mind that watu wataniangalia tao.
Ngo ya kulala.
Msi amevaa pajamas. So yeah, which is ironic. Then I also look at general level of cleanliness.
Yeah.
Because unaweza pata mtu amevaa, it's not particularly the most trendy clothes or the newest clothes, but they are clean. unaget. So it can tell you something about that person that the clothes themselves are not telling you. So that level of cleanliness.
Safi.
Yes, usafi. Hey, we are adults. Okay, we know episode 1 tuliongelea adults pia waogangi. We want children, but
lakini wanafaa vizuri.
Please, cleanliness ni muhimu. Then pia speech. Kuna venye ukiongea akili yangu inakuput tu mahali. Ukitoa accent fulani najua huyu si wa 844. Huyu si wa 844. Kuna shule alienda na si polling station.
Group of schools.
Alienda group of schools. So it gives me a rough idea of where you might, because najua the chances of
IGCSE wanakuja jivo pia wewe.
True.
Wanakusikia ukiongea like
that's fine. That's fine.
Sijui ka advocates pia kuna hiyo level, kuna advocates
advocates.
Yes, kwanza niliona manzi
and they're trained to be judges.
Wow. Kwani tuliwafanyia nini? What did our profession do to you
vitu
guys?
nyingi. Tutakutolea hasira next time.
Yeah, so those are some of the things that come to mind when I hear about image, like personal image, which I'll explain a bit later as the conversation goes forward, because zonini. But that's usually how
Muna nikatu nakuanga na those different opinion, because I consider how you dress very important as an aspect of your my personal image. Uongo. As an aspect of your personal image.
Unadanganya halali. Na niko hapa.
Hiyo ni ulimi imeteleza hata akili ko like hapana. Because anybody who knows me, I don't think so highly about how I dress. Kabisa. Mi nikienda lakini sina hizo nguvu. Lakini nikienda hivyo na nini pajamas na Crocs pia. Jukongu it doesn't matter that much how I dress. I don't look, sina kwanza kio hiyo 6 feet mirror, sina hizo. Niko na tu ya uso hapa yenye iko kwa bafu ilikuja na nyumba.
Mwanaume unafaa na kio kwa nyumba.
Unaangalia kwa nini?
Unajiangalia kwa nini?
So mimi natoka
mwanaume ni kujiangalia kwa maji kwa bucket tukioga. Your reflection.
Uko sawa hapo, uko sawa.
Uko sawa hapo, uko sawa.
So mutoka tu hivyo, like I don't really give that much regard to how I dress. Lakini how other people dress, I regard it highly. Sijui ni like being a hypocrite or what, sijui, but I do. Kwa sababu I know how to appreciate good dressing. Najua umefanya kazi. Juu mimi najua kazi na niko like hapana, cheers. But umefanya kazi to look that good. You like respect it and give it the praise that it deserves. And I'm even attracted to it. Like I find more attraction to people who are dressed well. Well, obviously that vice versa, but
so more type yako.
Misi type kabisa.
Mtu umeangalia amevaa vizuri akikuangalia naona
I can't.
Actually juu saa kwangu image now is not just about that, also about how you talk, but see accent in a way, but venye tu msani naji express. You can have a 2-minute conversation na mtu alafu you hear the way anaongea, si ati ako na accent ama anashabuko like wewe ni mtu like this is a woman, you sit down and shut up and you listen for a minute, si ndio? Kuna wale wenye waongea uko like kai kudaishia saa ngapi?
Accent yako ni a group of school lakini but let me just clarify there, because I feel kuna watu wata misunderstand the point I was trying to drive home. It's not that I hold accent in a high regard. Like it just in my mind inaweza ni make ni kuput in a certain, like yes unaweza kuwa inaweza kuwa you have a British accent but you sound dumb, so itaniambia ulienda group of schools ni venye tu school fees haikutumika vizuri, unaget, but itaniambia there's a decent chance either ulienda group of schools or ulisomea majuu. Yeah, that makes sense. Msiseme hapa
sawa.
ati
Ati unapenda
Ron lazima
watu
asikie
wanatueng
tu
peke
mtu-
yake.
watu wanatueng.
Lazima Ron asikie kiaccent hapo
I
nyuma
know.
ndio.
wa kuheshimu. Yeah.
But so zangu ni hiyo, how mi ni wale watu wenye mi si luku, mi ni personality. Si hati si uso niko nayo.
Watu unajaji watu na luku.
But ni personality. Kai chini ongea na mse, that's the image that gets portrayed out of them that I stick to.
Yeah.
Even when una treat, like without even thinking about it, how you treat strangers, how will you go out of your way kidogo tu for something yenye iko hapo mbele, will you be considerate? Unajua kuna considerations zingine uhitajingi kuambiwa. Ukiamka asubuhi na ukule mkate yote, sasa shwali tunaishi nyumba moja. Hizo unajua like personality ya vitu zitaanza kutokea in that situation, and then hiyo ndo sasa ndachukua ka image. Lakini look pia it's unajua, but I was reading up about it. Personal image is more about how people judge you the first time they see you. So mi nikiwa hapa mtu wa personality na venye navaa nikaa kiatu hata kana kafiti
Wanakaa fiti by the way.
Kushu unakaa fiti.
na naongea
Nakwambia Cynthia is a naturally good person. So don't
and an advocate na lawyer
na kwanza tumeanza kumbash. So anacheza chini.
kabisa.
Acha tunawanisha. Just give me time.
So with all that, bado najua mtu akinyona yenyewe akiambiwa ni rate just by looking at me first impression judging, mi ndaretiwa kaa tu walai.
What?
Tu ni understatement, sawa, tu ni understatement. Mi ni kaa 4 ukiniangalia tu mara ya kwanza.
Between 1 to 10? 4. Okay.
Uko below average.
Ukiniangalia mse
Yengine ni
sipendangi
ina
kuchanua
beauty.
nywele.
Yengine ni ina beauty.
Eyes in the eyes of the beholder.
Cynthia
Beauty
Wewe
lies-
nimeachana hapa. Wewe nimejekea nimepanda niko 7 sasa. Niko 7.
Nashindwa, like,
Niko 7.
ndo nashindwa hizo sita zingine
Najipenda.
ziko wapi?
Hizo sita nikifungua mdomo, nikismile, ukisikia venye naongea, ukisikia content iko kwa akili yangu.
Where?
Alafu tukianza hiyo upate ingine ya bila vitu hizo zenye tuna judge ya luku. But sawa. Cynthia atukwangi hivi.
By the way, now you tell us, Cynthia.
As a sijui kama unaweza tuita fellow learned friends, but as a learned friend yourself.
Hiyo lazima uattain. You must attain.
He should not tarnish the...
Sawa, as podcasters.
Anyway. For me, I think personal image first starts with, when I hear of the word personal image, the thing that first comes into my mind is self-confidence. And I want to touch on what Pascal has said. From 1 to 10, Pascal amegerate 4.
Yeah.
What can we say about his confidence?
Yuko chini ka rating yake.
Because when you dress well, when you're clean, when you're able to express yourself naturally, that equates to self-confidence. And that's how you can differentiate people are confident and people are not. Yes. So that's my first point. Then the second one, when I think about personal image, I think about personal branding.
Okay.
And what I mean by brand, what is this consistent thing people can say about you? Your values.
And does that have to be like physical?
It doesn't need to be physical.
Zaki hata hakuna yote physical. Uski
Bana.
confidence. Uski sijui. Like ni zile sita
Hivi ndo
zenye
tunaretiwa hii market.
Bana. Unakaa fiti alafu unakuja kuambia sijui.
Hauna confidence.
That's how we differentiate people who are learned, mtu ameenda shule, mtu wa church. No. Hear me out. There are specific people, you look at them, you just say they're churchy. And this is someone who loves God, right?
True.
And then there's someone else you look at, useme umse ni dunda. Tukitoka tu hapa,
Si kanisani.
si kanisa naenda. And with the issue of personal image, that's why you'll see some group of friends tend to attract each other.
Yeah.
So watu wadunda utapata wana attract to watu wadunda. I wouldn't say for myself, but there are specific people who can just approach me and tell me, let's do a certain thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a way I hold
You
myself.
carry yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, that's personal image. That and self-confidence.
So your personal image, when you're assessing someone's personal image, and you have like, let's say 15 seconds. Let's say it's a busy day. You are running around. Then you meet this person. Then you have like 1 or 2 minutes just to observe them. What would help you capture that impression? Like, nini uta consider for you to say that, okay, I think this might be that person. Is it the dressing? Is it how wamechana nywele?
Jizo vitu zote unasema you must interact with them kuziona.
Like your branding, like what would help you know how someone brands themselves?
First is dressing, of course.
Pascal hapo mumanje.
Ile nne yangu tena.
The second thing is how this person just communicates. You know, you can judge someone for the first 1 minute, how they just speak to you. You can just tell this person is a bit bitchy, or this person is polite in nature, or this person actually knows what they are saying. There's a lot of confidence. So it just boils down to that. Dressing, and then how this person expresses themselves. But then there's the other thing. There are people you'll meet, maybe at first, they are a bit, they are polite, but then as you continue interacting with them, they show you another version of them, of themselves. So personal branding does not first touch. Yes, it touches on the first impression someone has, but it also cuts across so many things.
It goes beyond that.
It goes beyond that.
Sawa.
Hapo umesave Pascal a few points.
Because when you meet Pascal, yes, ajachana nywele as. But it's not looking bad, by the way. But then you interact with him and you find,
Pascal ni mtu kipeleka home. Mamako atakuuliza na hii jangili
and then he speaks, and then there is this other personality.
Atakuuliza na kijana anafanyanga nini?
After nimeongea, si ndio?
Before atakuangalia
tu umetoa hii jangili wapi?
Atakuangalia atoke nje. Alafu after ushaenda, Cynthia, sasa huyu kijana anafanyanga nini na maisha yake?
Mlitoana wapi?
Huyo ndio uliona. Uliatoka Nairobi. Huyo tu ndio uliona.
Ngoja. So personal image is also important for getting married. Me thought ilikuwa kujuana, but my question is what's so important about personal image? I might look good and you might think I'm important and you individually work on your own image. But see hiyo pekee itakupatia mother-in-law. So many other things. So why is that so important?
Oh, I would say on the issue of marriage, you shouldn't judge someone once you meet them right away. There are people you will blow, kumbe they are actually very nice people. And there are people you will meet because by nature they just know how to speak. You tend to think, this is the man for me, or this is the girl for me. Then as the days go by, you know, there's that 3-month rule. So within the 3 months, most people tend to not be their real selves. So you need to give it time. So to your question, you can't just, when it comes to marriage, you can't just automatically meet someone and say, this is the person I want to settle down with.
Even if alikupatia the good image that you're like,
looking for.
And I don't know, for me, guys tend to, from my experience.
Hey, seven.
This is a safe space.
Wow.
Says 2 guys in a room.
It is, though.
There are guys or other guys I have met. You first, because they already have that intention when they're approaching you. So they'll tend to bring their A game. They'll tend to bring their confidence, their politeness, and all that. But then you give it some time and you're like, red flags. They just come, unaanza kuziona zikipeperuka, then red flags, you know. So, especially when it comes to marriage and relationships, the first impression should not be the thing that makes you make that decision on whether to go for that person or not.
Yeah. Let me just peg off what she has said, because when I think about personal image, from what she has said, I would categorize it into two groups: short-term and long-term. Short-term and long-term. So short-term, your first impression, which I believe both categories have some utility. Because whether we like it or not, and a lot of people don't admit it, but most of us, we pay a lot of attention to first impression. We do, actually. Ni venye tu we don't admit, because we don't want to look discriminatory. We don't want to look judgmental. We don't want to look ulijajumse just because hajavaa vizuri. But it registers.
But we do, it's human to do so.
Like it registers. And I get. And it's easier because, you know, when you're just going about your day, you don't have an infinite amount of time to assess everyone.
Yeah.
Sindio? You really don't have that time. So ukiona mtu, you first make an instinctual judgment. Yeah, okay, this person might be of this category, and this is how most likely I should interact with them.
Yes.
So unamwekanga hapo. So
our brain just doing its work, trying to
like
assess how to deal with different things that come at it.
Exactly. And before nitoke hiyo part ya short term, to your point, ya first impression, it's no wonder, in my opinion, it doesn't surprise me that even unaona venye tulikuanga tukiandika insha tukikuwa primary school, how you used to describe a thief. Like sijui amekatwa on the right cheek, bloodshot eyes, you know, unkempt hair. Then for some reason they were just muscular men because they were coming to either abduct you or break the door. So you couldn't imagine someone who doesn't have muscles akikuja kunini. So hiyo ndo impression tulikuanga nayo, si ndio? Then, and I'm sure ilitoka from somewhere. Maybe a few decades ago. Maybe that's how bad people used to look like. Then also I realize this is what people are using to assess whether I am a thief or not. So sai, I was talking to a friend of mine, alikuwa niambia there's a time alikuwa tao, akaomboa simu. Now this very well-dressed man, like alikuwa amevaa suti, akamwambia, my phone has just died and there's someone who's supposed to come pick me at Hilton. Do you mind helping me with your phone? Then
English vizuri.
Like he has a very good he speaks well, he's very well dressed. Nini. Then akampatia simu, anaona mse anaanza kutembea. Akamfuata akamnyang'anya hiyo simu. Ndo saa when we were having that conversation akaniambia, I almost got my phone stolen by someone who was very well dressed. So unapata, now once people will realize that's how your brain processes a bad person, now they started dressing like a quote-unquote good person. So that when you actually meet them, that's not how your brain processes that nini. Unafikiria, you look like you have a very decent job and you can probably afford the phone that I'm giving you. So you really don't have any incentive to steal my phone. So that's the short term. The long term is important because that's what eventually builds your reputation, as amesema. And in a relationship, I think both of them matter, because I wouldn't want to be stuck with someone who has a very bad reputation. Because especially if we are planning to make our union long term, your reputation affects me. Same way my reputation affects you. Because now, wewe ni wangu na mimi ni wako. Unaget? So itakuwa, ule bwana Cynthia, sijui siku hizi anakuanga sijui aje. Unaget? You are no longer Ron. You are Ron and Cynthia's husband. Unaget? So, to answer your question, when it comes to a relationship, I think both need to be considered. the short term na the reputation as well, so that to her point ukipata mtu mwenye who has a really good first impression but ukiulizia around their circle reputation yake ni mbaya, so like this is probably not the best idea.
Okay, so your relationship I get. Cynthia wanted to know about your work now, working with a whole team of advocates. You all so nyinyi ni learned friends nyi wote. You're in a team of your peers. Has there been a situation where your image was portrayed where the image that you wanted to reflect out there ikasumbuana na mtu mwingine? Sorry, like ikakusaidia. So you were judged basically purely on your image.
Okay, I was to actually get into that. Being an advocate, being a lawyer, because what our geo term advocate.
If you've just joined us,
an advocate is lawyer pro max,
and she's here.
Ni lawyer pro max.
Nile kuku imefanywa ile ikaekwa zile GMO. Anyway, being a lawyer.
Just school people. Briefly, difference between an advocate and a lawyer.
Okay.
Because wataenda kuita advocate lawyer huko nje apigwe ngumi kwa club na shida.
Ni kubaya. Anyway, so a lawyer is someone who has gotten their degree.
Undergraduate.
But then an advocate, they have furthered that undergraduate and now they have a diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law.
So admitted to the bar.
So
ukikuwa na hiyo wigi ya white
ndio naivanga. I remember every time there is admission to the bar, because some people tend to say, I'll say admission think ni hospitality. Admission to
na sisi wengine ukisema
the bar
tunajua ni
sio ile ingine.
unajua it's the bar next door.
Ukishava your wig, no one wants to remove it. Like that specific day on admission day. If you have walked pale near Supreme Court, you'll just see mawakili with their wig. They walk all over town.
Hata tujuangi inamaanisha nini.
Hiyo ndio ile version ya for us non-learned friends. Ukienda kugraduate, unaona ngezi memes za ndaenda kulima hadi na kulima na gown. Ndio hiyo sasa.
Na walisema to be safe in this country. No a lawyer.
True.
Kinda know a politician, you know,
by a distance.
In a lot of cases, it's the same person.
Yes. Nojue polisi, then you're good.
Na tax collector.
Tax collector. You know, if you know politician.
Tax collector ni mpya. Bungo jamaa tumalizane na hiyo.
So anyway, to answer your question, Pascal, me being a lawyer has been beneficial, but it has also been very disadvantageous. I'll start with the disadvantages. So people tend to wrongly perceive me. And, you know, there's this thing or this notion about mawakili. We are liars. Actually, I want...
That's the full list.
That is what you know about lawyers. Next. Continue on your point. Thanks for the list.
Ukimaliza nikumbusha niseme something interesting I heard about.
So, even when you're approaching someone, or someone approaches you and they want help, they tend to think you're lying to them and you just want to take their money, right? Which I find very unfair. The other thing, I am a lawyer, yes. But above everything else, I'm a daughter.
Amanza kuingia kama politician. Akitafuta kura.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister, right?
A potential wife.
A potential wife. Thank you, Ron. I'm a very bubbly person. I think Pascal, we are meeting the first time. But unaweza tu tick, right? So there's even a time, once I got admitted, I was not telling people what I do. Because there's automatically that misconception that I am this type of a person. I am someone who is stubborn. And this actually translates even to relationship. Kuna watu, watasema hawezi date wakili. my question remains, sisi tutolewa
na mawakili
but then najua wanawananga
like
Mr. and Mrs. What, like,
keep the toxicity in the profession.
and actually that is one of the biggest reasons.
Yeah.
Because some men will tend to think you'll emasculate them, make them not feel mali, but at the end of the day, it's just a profession. You know, the way people tend to think doctors and teachers are very caring people, and then you go out there, you've gotten into a relationship with this doctor or teacher, una realize, well,
Angekuwa lawyer.
you refused that lawyer kagal them. Very nice, very sweet, very bubbly. You know, very unfair.
True.
And those are things I have experienced, be it in the profession side or even in the relationship side.
Yeah.
But then the advantage that comes with being a lawyer, you are knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Hakuna kitu utaniuliza sahi and I can't answer. Be it medical, be it whatever you want to think of, because there's always a law aspect to everything.
Yeah.
Everything, politics.
Will you be right though? You'll give me an answer. You'll give me an answer.
We always have an answer for everything. So
Imenikumbusha this joke. It was a joke about someone who was supposed to be, their superpower was to give maths answers really quickly. Then akauliza, okay, what's something like 156 times 47 minus 35? Akasema 42. Akasema, no, that's wrong. But it was fast.
It was an answer.
It was an
answer. Like, give you an answer.